Hey y'all, welcome and welcome back to the channel. I just want to do a little let's kick some shit right quick. Kicking shit with P, okay? Um, so I heard this saying. Basically, what made me want to get on here and talk about it is that I had heard this saying where it says people will come around to see you in pain. People only come around will only come around. Yeah, people will only come around to see you in pain. And I don't know. I feel like that could definitely be significant for somebody. I know I can kind of relate to it to some extent, but that was like a long, long time ago. I'm like such a loner at this point where I don't fuck around. Okay, ain't nobody just finna come around me whether I'm happy or in pain, bitch. I'm the type of motherfucker where I would rather go through certain shit and get through certain shit alone anyway. Okay, um, but I feel like that can be like a double edged sword as well because like okay, so the saying is people will only come around to see you in pain, and I feel like that could be very 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 well true. But if you are an observant person, you know what I'm saying, you would notice that. You would notice the people that only come around when you fucked up, when you down and out, when you're not at your best, when you're not feeling your best, when you lost something or when you lost somebody, okay? And then when it's time to celebrate graduations, birthday parties, or even just the old little get together, like they not there. They just there for the down for the the sad shit. And I feel like it is definitely true. But then I feel like it can be a double edged sword to that as well. And it's just from personal experience, y'all. Let me know in the comment section because there's been times when have y'all ever been like in a situation where people like they literally don't invite you to nothing except like a funeral? You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get an invite to the baby shower. You don't get an invite to the birthday party. You know what I'm saying? You don't get an invite to the celebrations or to the weddings or nothing like that. You don't get an invite for numerous different reasons. I know from my personal experience, gonna find out I wasn't invited because motherfucker didn't, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go steal the show. Okay? Motherfucker didn't want, they wanted all the attention on them. So they didn't want me to come up and, I'm dressed up and I'm looking fly. They didn't want that. Okay? And I get it, you know what I'm saying? But bitch, you should have just sent the text and said, well, look, you need to put on something a little regular. Even though, depending on who you is, like I would have like, no, bitch, we need to just go shopping for you. You know what I'm saying? Do you need me to help you pick you out something? Okay. But then depending on the situation, like especially like on some wedding type shit, I definitely go ahead and what I'm saying, bum it out a little. But if you know me, you know that's just naturally in me. I don't give a fuck if I'm going to pick and save, bitch. If I'm feeling like it, I'm gonna put on my motherfucking Sunday's best in this hoe. You hear me? Okay, nappy head and all. Like, and that be another thing with me. I be so shocked. I'm like, shit, I ain't even had no retwist. Why? How you feeling some type of way? You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, all I did was slick a little baby hair down on the side. Sometimes I don't even slick these motherfuckers down. Cause if you got locks, you into the natural shit. That shit natural is natural. The fuck, I don't know what y'all. People be trying to make it cute and slick your hair down on the side. This just just the side little point. That's probably why you ain't got no edges. So sometimes you gotta let your shit breathe. Or if you do want to slick it down, just use a little water and grease. All them hard chemicals and your shit crusty and it don't move. That's why you know what I'm saying, motherfucker should be thinning, okay? But that's neither here or there, okay? But my whole point is like, okay, I kind of get where people be saying like, yeah, people only show up for the sad shit, but then also at the same time, sometimes people only get invited to the sad shit. You not inviting me to, to celebrate your birthday with me. You not inviting me to, like I said, your baby shower or even like the kids' birthday parties or, things like that. For some people, you don't get invited to that shit for different reasons. And for some of the reasons, it can be because people don't want you to show them up or people don't want you to look better than them on their special day. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or for a lot of times, I also notice that sometimes they don't invite you because they fucking with the app. You know what I'm saying? And somebody else that, y'all know what that means. We ain't gonna get into it. But yeah, they fucking with the op. Like they wasn't even really cool. They bonded over possibly hating on you low key or bonded over some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Some bullshit that you probably don't even really stand for. You know what I'm saying? But this homegirl cool with that. So it be different reasons. So my whole point is just be mindful of that, okay? Be mindful of, you know, I mean, and it's we all have free will, it's your life, boo, do you. But just be mindful of like being open to allowing people to show up for you. You know what I'm saying? So that way you won't feel like people only show up when it's sad. Cause I'm best believe if you be open and you like be, you welcome people to show up for you. You offer, you know what I'm saying? And even not offer, you let them offer and they don't offer. But I mean, cause how can a motherfucker know if, you know what I'm saying, shit, y'all don't communicate? So that could be another thing as well. Maybe sometimes, y'all just don't talk as much. So motherfucker feel like, oh, she won't want to come. She won't want to go. But then, bitch, you would think I want to come see a dead body? You know what I'm saying? So make it make sense. You think I want to come around everybody and everybody hurt, depressed, you know what I'm saying, having panic attacks? You think I want to come see your loved one, my loved one, or whatever it is, stiff and hard and like you, but that's some shit you want me to see. But then I can't come to when y'all popping bottles and when we all throw that ass in a circle and you know what I'm saying, oh, look at little baby A or little baby K or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or, class of 2000 such and such, you know what I'm saying? But you want me to come and see this trauma, traumatizing. Because for some people, funerals can be traumatizing. I got a cousin who, shit, I ain't never seen her ass at no funeral. No funeral. Okay. She'll pull up, she'll stand outside, she'll cry, okay, and she won't even really pull up to the funeral part. She'll damn near come and you will just see her at the repast, if that, okay? And now as I got older, I really don't blame her. You know what I'm saying? I definitely truly get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? But nonetheless, my whole rant is just about it's just about allowing like people being real with themselves. You know what I'm saying? Because I've not only just heard that just now, but I have heard that from like people even in like, just my personal life and people that's connected to people I'm connected to. Like, you know what I'm saying? About motherfuckers not showing up for them. But motherfuckers wasn't invited. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't invited, So how do I supposed to look in the stars and realize like, oh, today such and such is doing this and I should just pop up over there? No, because that's another thing. Like if you don't feel like you comfortable enough to even send me a DM or a text and be like, oh, hey, such and such, I'm doing this, you want to come through, you're welcome to. Oh, if you do this, PS, bring this. You know what I'm saying? I like them type of people because I'm definitely one of them people. I'm going to bring something. So I'd rather you tell me what you need or what to bring versus if I just come up with some shit on my own and bring it and then you already got too much of that or, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that. But yeah, so like if you don't even feel like comfortable enough or, not asking somebody or inviting somebody out to somewhere, then I mean, how could you feel some type of way when they only show up to the shit that's sad that, you know what I'm saying, that probably you probably didn't even invite them to, but then, like the sad shit, that's what really bring everybody out. And that brings me to another point. Like, another thing with me personally, look, I'm at this point. Don't invite me to no shit, to no sad shit if you didn't invite. If I couldn't celebrate with you and turn up with you, I'm probably not finna be trying to sit there and cry with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it just seemed phony. You know what I'm saying? It seemed fake. So people try to be like, oh, well, people will show up to watch you sad and be crying. Like, well, bitch, that's the only time that you allow people to show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't, and that's something that's because, like, Facebook. Motherfuckers will put the funeral on Facebook or they'll share the article, especially if it was something tragic. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's sharing that. But, when you celebrate some shit, motherfuckers, a lot of people ain't finna share your good shit. You know what I'm saying? You're not finna have a whole bunch of people sharing, oh, you done got accepted to this, and so we gonna celebrate and do this, or oh, you didn't graduated from this. Like, you only gonna have like a handful of people that's gonna genuinely like advertise some shit like that for you. So I feel like ultimately it's up to you as the person to reach out to people who you will want to come and celebrate you and celebrate with you. You know what I'm saying? Versus, with like death and funerals, like everybody share that shit. And now it's just like that's irritating as well. It's like people, the collective is just so like numb. Like people is just like numb these days. Like it's like death is nothing. People would share a dead body, share funeral shit, and take pictures of it like it's nothing. Like it's a little era. But my whole point is, before you try to say like people only show up for sad shit, okay, or people will only show up to watch you be sad, just consider, have you, like, you know what I'm saying, is like, are you only inviting them to the sad shit? You know what I'm saying? Are you right? Like, what's your reason for not wanting somebody to celebrate with you, but then you want them to see a dead body? You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, if we didn't celebrate no birthdays together, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't come and celebrate none of my, I'm not even talking about gifts. I don't give a fuck about like no gifts. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about just your presence. If you act like you couldn't even, you know what I'm saying, ride down and show love with your presence, give a motherfucker a hug, or just, say happy birthday, drop some paper plates off, or shit, even sometimes even just get a plate. I had times when I had invited people, like, to stuff, and they like, well, I don't want to come because I ain't got nothing to bring. Bitch, I didn't ask you to bring nothing. And I sometimes now, as I got older, I know to clarify this, which I feel like you really shouldn't have to. Like, if we locked in, if I'm telling you to come because I'm finna cook, or I'm telling you to come and celebrate with us, or come because I got you a gift, I'm inviting you because I want you there. You know what I'm saying? If you bring something, that's on you. If you don't, that's on you. But if I ask you, then that's different. And that's when, we should be able to be locked in and say, well, friend, cousin, sister, whatever, TT, I ain't got that. I ain't got it right now. So knowing me, okay, cool. You still come. But if I really need whatever I told you to bring, okay, you still come on. But I might need you to make a run because I don't want to leave I got the stove on. So I might, you know what I'm saying? You might get help in other ways then. But usually with me and a lot of like other people that I know, well, not a lot, but it's like a handful of real motherfuckers I fuck with that I know. When we invite you somewhere, it's like, it's for you. It's for your presence. Like, your presence is the gifts you know what I'm saying? Like, cause at the end of the day, when motherfucker do transition, that's all motherfucker gonna have is memories, and y'all being able to turn up together, eat together, fellowship together. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, the necklace you bought me, that's cool, but shit, ain't nothing. I can't hold you. You can't hold me. I can't hold your hand. We can't have our little secret little, inside jokes and cracking up. Like, that's the shit that really counts. So just be mindful that that you being open to people, like you being open to people, and also not letting your insecurities stop you from fellowshipping with people that eventually, when they die, hopefully you not one of them fake motherfuckers crying over their casket. But bitch, you never wanted to invite me to a birthday party, or you didn't come, you know what I'm saying, let our kids hang out together, or I didn't know nothing about the wedding. Bitch, I know I ain't your bestie. I don't have to be in the wedding, but damn, bitch, you know what I'm saying, I got a little dress I can put on. Shit, I got an Amazon Prime account. I can, afford to get you a wedding gift. Or even if I can't, bitch, I can afford to show up and support you, and, cry with you, laugh with you, and wish you well for your marriage, or whatever the case may be, for your graduation, for your birthday, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is not only just be mindful of people that only show up when you fucked up, when you down and out, when you sad, okay? But also, shit, on the flip side, be mindful of people who only invite you around when they down and out, when they fucked up, when they sad. Because then again, another thing that's coming up, you know what I'm saying, while I'm talking about this, like when it is funerals and shit and things like that, what do most people, especially in our community, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully this is something that we work on, but GoFundMe's, everybody looking, ain't nobody got insurance, everybody looking for everybody to pitch in to pay, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like that probably could be another big reason why people open funerals up to just anybody. You know what I'm saying? That's probably why damn near the op The motherfucker who didn't did the crime and then them there didn't unalive the motherfucker, they damn near there. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfucker not prepared for it financially. So, they just trying to take whatever they can. And that's a whole nother topic within itself, you know what I'm saying? About us being able to have those policies in place for not only generational wealth, but then so that way, motherfuckers not sitting around you that shouldn't be sitting around you while you grieving. Shit like that. I don't know. That's me personally. But yeah, my whole thing is, be mindful of people who come around you, like I said, when you fucked up, when it's sad moments, when you down. But then on the flip side as well, be mindful of people who only invite you to those sad moments because they want some type of generosity or charity, or I don't know, because I don't know. That's not something that I could see myself doing. You know what I'm saying? Just invite people. I don't give a fuck if somebody passed away. Like, if you wasn't cool with them in life, I don't see what's the difference in death. You know what I'm saying? Fuck all that paying. You can pay respects in your living room. You know what I'm saying? Send a motherfucking prayer up, or send some type of, send some loving energy, to the family. You can do that shit from the crib. But I don't know. It's just something that was on my mind. And then I was watching a video about that, and people were saying like, yeah, it's crazy how people only show up when it's sad shit, or people want to show up and see you when you fucked up, when you sad. But maybe that was the only time they was fucking invited. You know what I'm saying? And that's not gonna be for everybody. But those who get it and who understand, you can think outside the box and view different perspectives with this shit, then you will probably understand what I'm saying. Because like I said, I understand both views. I understand about how, people will show up and just to see you down, just to see you fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But these same motherfuckers, when you do, for some, on the flip hand, maybe sometimes you have invited my motherfucker to your birthday or to the barbecue or to the kids' thing or whatever, and they didn't show up. So then for sometimes maybe you just stop inviting their ass. So I see both sides, but I don't know. I just feel like that. Yeah, I just feel like that. It's like a double-edged sword. You know what I'm saying? Because like, especially from personal experience, and then like as years go by, and when I start seeing through shit and seeing how people really is and how people really feel, you really start to realize like, okay, motherfuckers was not inviting me because what? They didn't want me to come there with my girlfriend, or you know what I'm saying? Like they feel like that's a bad thing or some shit, but yet you got a whole friend over here from high school that's gay as well. Or for example, like, oh, motherfucker, they want me to come and show up because shit, when I get dressed, you know what I'm saying? And so somebody feel like you don't want me to steal the show. But bitch, if you know that I'm into dressing and I like to look good, and you feel like that I dress well, like you feel like this ain't like some type of self-proclaimed shit. Like even for me personally, I don't self-proclaim that, but I get a lot of compliments on like my style and things that I wear and just my closet overall, you know what I'm saying? But again, that's just kind of how I was like brought up, you know what I'm saying? I was brought up to look, you know what I'm saying? When you look good, you feel good. And then as I got older, that shit really like helped me out. Shit, I could be going through depression, going through breakups and everything. When I go get my motherfucking hair done, nails done, go in my closet, put on something nice, that literally was a mood changer for me. Like literally. Sometimes people say that, but like that literally was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm that bitch, you know what I'm saying? Or even without all of that, even if I just go put my hair in a ponytail, make myself brush my teeth, you know what I'm saying? Got that natural, homegirl from around the way type of look. Like still, like, I don't know, maybe it's just the Virgo in me. I do got a lot of Virgo in my chart. You know how, what I'm saying? If you know a Virgo, you know how Virgos be. And then not to even add the Libra in there, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of Virgo and Libra. So Libras, they're known like Libra is represented in the tarot deck with the Empress, you know what I'm saying? It's Libra and Taurus to me. And like Libras, they known for, their beauty, okay? And, they like in finer things. So that's just, it's in my makeup. And then it's like I said, it's also how I was raised. Shit, I had like, you know, father figures that would buy me motherfucking furs and shit when I was 6 and shit like that, you know. So that's just how I, you know, like me personally, that's just how I was raised, and then how I just carry myself. So it just be weird. And then you would think, like I said, my whole point for that, and you would think like, bitch, if we was that cool, or if we supposed to be cool, how you say, and you felt that way, you would just give me up a call and you would say like, even if you play it off, because you know sometimes even if you do feel a little jelly about somebody, it can be weird and meant some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But there's other ways that you can go about doing shit. You can simply call somebody up and be like, well, bitch, you know you be putting that shit on. I need you to help me get an outfit for such and such, such and such. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or even shit, long as it ain't nothing, you know what I'm saying? None of my pieces that I'll be like, oh no. You know what I'm saying? It's certain shit I got where I'll be like, oh no, babe, I don't loan that out. But if it's something like a little minor, you know, like you want to borrow a purse or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, shit like some jewelry or something. Well, certain jewelry, no. I have my do's and don'ts, and I'm for the most part I'm a very like, yes bitch, yes, here you go, cause that's gonna look cute. So shit, you know. And then to me, I'm a softie, so even if I say no, depending on who you is, you definitely probably can talk me into some shit. Okay. So and that's only if I fuck with you, you know what I'm saying? But it's like other ways that you can go about saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn girl, I need to borrow some pieces. Or bitch, this is my budget. Where do you be getting from? I need you to put me together an outfit. You know what I'm saying? Versus simply just not invite somebody at all because you scared that they gonna show you up on your special day. But then this supposed to be your family or your friend. Like it's real weird. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my rant. Y'all let me know in the comment section. Kicking it, chopping it up. Okay? Let me know in the comment section what's your take on that. Okay? The little saying of people only want to come around when you sad, but then at the same time, sometimes people only invite you to shit that's sad. Okay? Like, what's your experience with that? How do y'all feel? How do y'all think about, about that phrase and about, situations like that? Have you ever been in a situation like that? Have you been in a situation where a motherfucker like literally will not invite you to like the party because they feel like you're going to steal the party, but then they want you to donate to, you know what I'm saying, they didn't lost they cousin on their daddy's side, or you know what I'm saying, or even, they just, it could be somebody that y'all both know, a mutual loss, you know what I'm saying, but maybe they was a little closer to this person. So but let me know how y'all feel about that. What's y'all take on that? And yeah, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.